All right, and we are live. Super excited to be here with you guys today for our, let's see here. Let me get it up there. And one more thing while we wait for a few people to join us. Bang, there we go. So guys, so happy to be here with us. It is Tuesday evening and we are super excited. We are counting down for our Hampton Road Big 3 TikTok Battle Royale. And we have the pleasure of having one of our community partners, Mr. Marcus Ellis. He's going to be here interviewing with us. We're going to be talking about holistic health, not just one part of your health, but all parts together, your physical, your emotional, spiritual, and financial health. All are going to be talked about and how you can keep those things healthy. So just a little bit of background on our interviewee tonight. Marcus is a team leader with Park 89 Realty with Onyx Realty Professionals. He was awarded Rookie of the Year. Let's clap it up for him for 2020 with $2.8 million in sales, and he's on pace to do $8 million in sales this year. So we're going to definitely say that it's fair for us to say that he is definitely a go-getter. He's not playing any games. So we're going to jump right on in. So Marcus, good evening. How are you?
Good evening. I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. So tell everybody a little bit, more about yourself and how did you even get into real estate?
So I just got out of the Navy. I did 10 years in the Navy as an IT. And real estate is just always something I've been drawn to. Maybe from my mother, I don't know. But anyway, I just wanted to learn more about it. I wanted to invest in it. And I got a plan to retire at 41. And doing my research along with reading and all kinds of other stuff, I figured real estate is the best way to do that, to give me what I need at 41. So I bought my house in 2016. I bought my first house in 2016. And the real estate agent I had for that was just shoddy. We'll leave it at that, right? So that was my first experience dealing with real estate. It wasn't that great. And then on my second home, pretty much the same thing happened, just a lot worse. So it motivated me to get my license. I got my license within 2 months of buying my second house after going through what we went through. And I just wanted to give other people out there, I wanted to teach other people, I wanted to educate my people, and to keep them from going through the same pitfalls that I went through. So that's my goal with Park 89. I want my whole team to educate the masses and teach people how to get into real estate and do it. Just do it.
Wow. So let's just take a step back if you don't mind. So you said that with your first experience, it wasn't the best experience. And so that was one of the things that kind of got you even more interested in, real estate. So with that being said, what are some things that you can share with people that might be going through a similar experience? The market's hot right now. I don't have to do that. Everybody knows the market's hot, the interest rates are low. And so people are looking to buy. They want to get into home. What advice do you have for them, Marcus?
Well, in this market, please don't overpay. A lot of people are just putting their houses on the market for whatever price because they know they're going to get it. Because interest rates are so low, I would definitely tell you if the appraisal come in at 100,000 and you under contract for 130, don't buy that house for 130,000. If the seller doesn't come down on price, walk away. I promise you'll find something else. Always use an attorney. If you don't use a real estate agent, please use an attorney to draw up your contracts and explain to them what you want. And always have a home inspection. I always tell everyone it's like $400, or depending on the size of the house, it's like $300-400 for a home inspection. But they'll go through top to bottom on your home and tell you what's right, what's wrong with it, and they'll give you a report. And from that report, you pick out what you want the seller to fix. Hands down, always get a home inspection. That's my
That's
two
some
nugget.
really good advice. That's some good sound advice though, so if you guys are out there and you're looking for a house, please, take his word and, don't rush. Be patient. It will be
Please.
some real estate agents out there that will try to push you and make you think that, you're not going to get anything, but what's for you is for you. And nobody
Right.
can get in the way of it. Just be patient and stay on your journey. So, is there anything that you wish more people knew about, your organization or real estate in general?
I wish more people knew how to invest in real estate without having a bank loan. Everybody assumes you have to have 20% down to buy a home, and that's not true. I have a mobile home park that I bought without going through any banks, without going through any private lenders, hard money lenders, or any of that. And I bought that with seller financing. So I want people. There's books out here. It's called Creative Seller Financing, Owner Financing. It's the same thing. But I want people to get educated on that. I've actually given away deals because I told some of my clients too, it's best to approach this with owner financing. And pretty much what that is let's say you find a seller and they have a home and you want the house. It's not on the market and they're not represented by an agent. You can go directly to that seller and bring him your own terms. Let's say I'll give you $10,000 down and I'll pay you $1,000 a month or whatever the case may be. You can come up with your own stuff. If you guys can strike a deal like that and you're not running your credit with a bank, you're not dealing with any lenders, any of that. It's just between you and the buyer. I mean, you and the seller. So I wish more people learned about that way because it can keep some money in your pocket.
Marcus, you are dropping some jewels tonight. Oh my gosh. So, break that down because most of us, we have no idea what you're talking about. So when you say you can invest in real estate, you don't have to get a bank loan, you don't have to get a hard money lender or private money. You can go directly to the seller, or I think what you said, even if it's not on the market, you can potentially,
Right.
just ask someone and negotiate, and
Mm-hmm.
that's how you can basically get in a position to acquire some real estate.
Right.
What
Right.
about the people though that are just completely foreign to this altogether? They haven't even never bought a house at all. What tips or advice would you give them? Because sometimes, people don't move and stuff because of fear. They don't have the experience, and so they'll start to second guess themselves. So what would you tell someone
Mm-hmm.
like that? And did you ever have that moment where you second guessed yourself?
Yeah. So my advice to anybody that hasn't started on their investing realm, I would tell them one, to focus on your credit. You should be absolutely obsessed with your credit. And I say that because the purchasing power of somebody with a 780 credit score, an 800 credit score, you will be amazed at what they can buy with that, right? If they were to take that to a bank and try to purchase properties. So at this point, if you don't really have any ownership in properties, I would say you make sure your credit score is up to par and go talk to a lender and get with an agent and find a property that you can invest in. For the people that's afraid, I've been there. It took me 5 years to make a move with real estate. I read all kinds of books, but I got what they call analysis paralysis, where I just read and read and read, but I'm too scared to make a move. So it took me 5 years to just say, I'm gonna do it. And me and my wife, we did it. We bought our first home, we bought our second home, and then it led to getting rental properties and commercial properties now. Because I'm pretty much I'm from North Carolina, like middle of the country. We don't have no stoplights and nothing like that. So I'm pretty much buying properties down there and renovating properties and trying to bring the community to show them something. Because most of the people I grew up with, you either drive trucks or you work on a turkey farm or hog farm or something like that. I knew that's not what I wanted to do when I was younger, so I'm trying to do something to show the younger generation there's more out here than just what you see. You know what I'm saying? So that would be my approach, man. Just do it. Just do it. And I'm just a head first type of person now. So I'll go out there and make 3 mistakes before the next person still thinking about what they're trying to do. And that's just how I learn.
Wow. So basically, for all of you guys out there that are on the fence, just know that it's normal. Anytime you're looking to moving into something that's outside of your comfort zone, there's going to be hesitation. However, you've just heard from someone that has been in your shoes. Jump on in there, and if you make a mistake, that's okay, because you learn from your mistakes and they keep you moving forward. So my next question is, what would make the greatest difference in helping your organization get better at what it does?
I think what will make the greatest difference is being more involved in the community, hands down. I think any business that's deep rooted into the community won't have a problem with growing or won't sustaining itself. So instead of just trying to take, I think it's more important to give back and help the next person to get to where you're at right now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just always that type of person. Like whatever I know, I'm willing to pass it down. I don't hold knowledge. That's not me. If somebody comes to me with questions, I'll give them everything I know. And that's to any Joe Schmo off the street. And I just feel like I get that back tenfold.
Absolutely. And it's more blessed to give than it is to receive. So we definitely see that you are about the community, because I think we met maybe a month ago. And when I
Yeah.
asked Marcus to support this community event, the scholarship event, he jumped right in with no hesitation. So he definitely is about what he says. So definitely, keep that in mind. If you are in business and you want to be able to grow and to get more exposure, then you got to give first. You have to give, and you got to get your name out there so that people can know and trust you. Because I read a book a long time ago, and it says that people do business with people that they like, know, and trust. So, I hope that you guys get out there and just do more to connect with whatever missions that might align with you. So let's just disrupt everything for a second, and let's jump in a little bit more about this holistic health. So tell us, when someone is going to buy a home, Marcus, or even when they're listing a home or investing in real estate, that's got to be a very emotionally taxing experience. What are some of the things that you can do when you work with your clients, or that your organization does, to help people keep their mind calm and peaceful? Because there's a lot of stress associated with, these transactions if you're not used to doing it.
Right. The main thing that my team provides is there's a million things that go on behind the scenes of a transaction that a buyer or seller doesn't see. And I like to keep it like that simply because I don't want this to be a stressful evolution for you, especially on your first time home. Um, it can really cause resentment towards the home. And I've known people that bought houses and they don't even like them because of the process it took to get in there. So myself and my team members, we pride ourselves on handling the grunt of the work. Of course, there's documents you got to sign and things like that I'll have to contact you about. But for the most part, we're taking care of everything. We're talking to the lawyers. We're talking to the title companies. We're talking to the contractors, the selling agent. It's just a million things, like I said, that we take care of. And we kind of just brush it under the rug. You don't know nothing about it because we want you to enjoy this process.
For all of you guys that are just tuning in, we are here live with Mr. Marcus Ellis, community partner for the Hampton Roads Victory TikTok Battle Royale. And he's educating us on how his company provides resources to the Hampton Roads community. And Marcus, can you please give the viewers out there your contact information if anyone's out there trying to purchase a home and you need some help, even if you're working with someone and they're just not stepping up to the plate, you can get some other help. And we have a great man on the line right now that is willing and able to help you out. So go ahead and give them your contact information.
Sure. My Instagram, I'll give you that first, is Park89 Realty. Um, my phone number is 757-561-7661. And I'm with Park 89 Realty with Onyx Realty in Virginia Beach. So I'm in Virginia Beach every day at the office. So if you just Google us, I'll be right there. You can pop in, see me, talk to me, and discuss some things.
Awesome. So how do you keep your balance? Because I'm sure with all the different transactions that you and your team have to, keep behind the scenes, and you're keeping other people's stress level down. Share with us, what do you do? What are some of the things you do to keep yourself balanced and keep your stress level down?
Quiet time. The only way I can get it is to wake up before everyone else and kind of just have that moment to myself with kids running around and stuff like that. You're not able to do that throughout the day. So I really pride myself on just having quiet time, at least a couple hours of quiet time, just to gather my thoughts and prepare myself for the day. When things are a little bit too hectic, honestly, I just disappear. I go somewhere. Me and my wife, we'll take a trip somewhere just by ourselves and just let everything just release, you know. I'll try to meditate every once in a while. When things get a little bit too rough, I'll meditate to calm myself and get back in the line. But that's mainly what I do.
Well, that's good that you're transparent enough that you can let us know that you're a real person. And sometimes, you got to listen to your body, guys. It doesn't matter about how many deals you do if you're putting your own personal mental and physical health on the line as exchange for a deal. Deals
Right.
will come. I'm a firm believer of that. If you chase money, it's going to run further and further away from you. But if you can keep yourself balanced and grounded, and you can understand that money is just energy, and when you're taking care of people and you're happy and you're centered and you can put out positivity, guess what? It don't have no choice but to come back to you. So I'm just glad that you were able to share that. So for people out there that have kids, because I heard you say you had some kids, and for all y'all know that I am always advocating for the kids. I love kids. My background is early childhood education, and but just to be honest, sometimes it does get a little hectic with the kids. So with that being said, what are some of the things that you try to do maybe with your kids, or are there any things that you try to do with your kids to try to help calm them down and to keep their stress level manageable so that it's not overflowing into everything else that's going on?
Right. Mainly, we have been pushing them to exercise more because usually during this whole COVID thing, they were out of school. So all they wanted to do was play games because they had like 20 minutes of homework to do. So we really got that gave us the push to have them to get out here and exercise and do something for 20, 30 minutes. And also reading. I bought Mud to Millions by Aisha Selden. And it's pretty much like a roadmap to real estate and investments and stuff like that for kids. It's a little book. So I got my daughter reading that. And my son, the boy's just wow. So right now, we we wrestle a lot. That's his favorite thing to do with me. So we'll wrestle that to calm him down for the night, and somehow that works for him. So that's what we do every single night. Two different breeds.
That's awesome, though. That's awesome. And it's funny you say that, because a lot of people don't understand that what works for one won't necessarily work for the other.
Right.
So we're all individuals. We all have different things that move us and that lift our spirit. So we just want to be mindful of those things. And I'm glad that you mentioned that. So before we go, I just want to know, what are your final words? What advice do you have to give to, our listeners out there, just in general. It doesn't have to necessarily be about buying a home, but any words of inspiration that you might want to leave with us?
My thing that I want to tell everybody is, if you feel like something is pulling on you to do it, just do it. I don't care what it is, just do it. And the biggest change that made me get to where I am now is changing the people I'm around. If they're not motivating you, if they're not encouraging you, if you're not learning anything from them, they're waste. So you need to move along and find some new friends. That's the biggest thing that I can contribute to the reason why I'm here now. So that's hands down. That's my advice.
Well, guys, you heard it here live on Community Chat with Mr. Marcus Ellis. Marcus, please give the people your contact information one more time so that way, if they need to get in touch with you, if you guys are feeling what Marcus is talking about and you want to talk to him a little bit more, how can they get in touch with you?
You can reach me on my cell at 757-561-7661, and also on Instagram, Park89 Realty. DM me or shoot me a text, give me a call.
Fabulous. Well, we're excited, guys. Just to let you know, we have a fantastic lineup going down on March the 20th. I can't believe how fast the time is approaching, but the kids have been doing awesome. If you want to start looking at some of their videos that they put out, you can go to TikTok and put in the hashtag HRB3 TikTok 2021, and you can start to see some of our kids that are out here moving, that are living, and that are speaking with a purpose. We are just promoting holistic health in the Hampton Roads community, and we're going to continue to do that as long as we can. So if anyone else out there is interested in coming on and doing an interview, if you want to help us promote holistic health, please feel free to contact me. You can get with me at 757-254-8156. That's my direct number. And we'll be more than happy to just let you come on and let you share your light. Again, Marcus, thank you so much for supporting this event. Thank you so much for what you're doing in the community. And we're going to definitely have to bring you back again. So until the next time, guys, I always tell y'all, if y'all want something different, you got to do something different. Doing the same thing over and over is going to get you the same thing over and over, because moves do not make themselves. You got to get out here and do something, guys, because talk is cheap and life is expensive. So what are you going to do? Until the next time, guys, we will see you. Peace, blessings, and love.